I want to take this opportunity to greet you in the precious name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Today I want to talk to you from the Christian approaches to sexuality in relationship to the family. And I talk to you from the perspective of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. The Seventh-day Adventist Church believes that sexual intimacy belongs only within the marital relationship of a man and a woman. And this design, we believe, is established by God at creation, and that the Bible has no accommodation anywhere at all for any other form of sexual intimacy and communion. Sex is exclusively male and female, and is a sacred covenant that differentiates man for God's plan. And God did not create androgynous beings, but he created two complementary biological and genetically sexed individuals. Therefore, we understand and believe that sex is for procreation and for communion. And there are 5 concepts of human sexuality where we understand it as for sensuality, for intimacy, for identity, for behavior, and for reproduction. Everything related to human sexuality should be able to fit within those circles. And this, as I've said, is found within the family setting. And the family ministry is for discipleship, and God created this institution that it should be able to encompass all that he designed on earth. So it's the family where man and woman are found, husband and wife, for procreation, and then the children enlarges to fortify the family. The Seventh-day Adventist has what we call the 28 fundamental beliefs, which speak to what we understand as our interpretation and application of the Bible and its teaching. But belief number 23 is about marriage and the family, which are designed for mutual love, for honor, for respect and responsibility. And these are the basic fabric of this relationship. And they are there to reflect love, sanctity, closeness, and a permanent relationship between a man and his wife, and also within the church setting. And God blesses the family and intends that its members shall assist each other towards complete maturity. In increasing the family closeness, one of the earmarks for the final gospel message, parents therefore are to bring up their children to love and also to obey God. Our families therefore should be places where love is nurtured, where support for one another is found. And the Bible in Ephesians chapter 5, from verse 23, the Bible alludes to the relationship between the family, between marriage, wife and husband, and that of the church, between Christ and the church. And there, husbands are commanded to love their wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. And wives are also commanded to submit to their husbands as to the Lord. And therefore, you can be able to understand from there that this verse shows that wives should respect their husbands and also love their husbands. We can consider the family as a model for who we are as believers, as God's children. And each Christian is a child of God. And according to God's design, each one of us have a father, have a mother, siblings, and that forms up the family institution. And each of us as a part of that whole. Therefore, the family is a place of belonging, a privileged place of experiencing love, growth, support, and nurture for one another. It's the original sign of God's love for his church. And it's both a building block for the society, for the nation, and also for the church as a whole. And this gives us a relationship between the church and the Family Peace Association, especially within Uganda. The Seventh-day Adventist Church, therefore, as we come to the conclusion, is anchored on the family as its first congregation, just as the Family Peace Association has its theme as one family at a time. And when you look at this understanding, you'll be able to observe that the family is the basic congregation. The family is the basic family, the basic church. And as congregations, we draw families together to make up a congregation or to make up a church. So the SDA Church appreciates that to build a world of peace, the family institution is integral. The SDA Church Father believes that a family institution should be established on universal principles and extended the family values and embrace the philosophy of what we call Ubuntu, living for the greater common good of each other. Supporting the Family Peace Association that seeks to enlighten humanity by uplifting our spiritual consciousness through universal principles and values that are rooted in God-centered families, to be able to shelter the threats around. So in conclusion, we can affirm that the Bible clearly teaches that when God created humanity, he created them and placed them in the family setting of a husband and wife with the purpose of procreation, with the purpose of communion, with the purpose of intimacy, so to grow up in the bond of love. And when that family meets that obligation, square and proper, we can be able to replicate and build other families. And when those families are established on the same principle, we can be able to build a peaceful environment, a peaceful community that coexists in love and also supporting one another. Thank you, and God bless you.